Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Oaura, boy that's hard to say, by CZT Lin Chiu. If I put apostrophe in there, I kind of would like it, but yeah, Oaura. maybe that's a better way to think about it. Well, it is a neat tangle, a nice either border or fill in. Do make sure to take a look at the For More Inspiration link so you can see, number one, be inspired by the amazing samples on a number of levels, but the use of Oaura, the tangle, really cool. I'm just going to do one. We'll just do one string of it because you can imagine what it would look like. And I want to make it a very little bit wavy. All right, well, like that. And then we'll aura. It's wonky wavy. Oh, excuse me. Whimsical wavy. Yes, that's what we call it. All right. However, yours ends up. We're going to put some big orbs, and the orbs are going to go from top to bottom. I like to start in the middle. Let me do it this way. That way it'll stay still. And it really doesn't necessarily matter how far apart they are. We are going to be auraing them, hence the name. And as I was looking at Lynn's step out, let's see if I can get this right on the edge there. I did notice some that it doesn't matter, how far they are apart. We'll just leave it at that. Because it is Zentangle, and you can do it how you wish. Let's do a little partial one right here. All right, next step is, as I was mentioning, auraing the O's, and that's probably where the name came from, as I did not read all of it. I just went and looked at the pretty pictures, because that's just what I do first, right? Let's turn it. All right. So basically, in Lynn's step out, she has it, like this, or it could be a little bit closer. And I'm just going to do the next step because, again, it depends on how far apart you are. I was getting ahead of myself a minute ago. Because you could do an additional aura and then kind of do this little bit of a partial aura like that. So just a little V. So when it gets to a certain point, I would do that. And maybe that point is where if you can eyeball, like, okay, well, they'll probably touch in the middle. So then do this. It's also another reason why I love sharing. I mean, besides it's the right thing to do, to share, the creator of the tangles, their work, their, link to their work. But it's neat to see, okay, well, if I run into this, and this is just the way my brain works, let me see, what did they do here? What did they do there? And like, is this the second one down? The second sample down. It looks like it's 2 auras, and then, well, actually the V, and then the V part is filled. Oh no, the V part is auraed, and it's also, it looks like, and filled in. So I mean, there's so many ways that you can go. And actually, why don't I do that on here, because I think that looks kind of cool. I was trying to tell if that was for real or if it was part of the shading that I was seeing. And I'm thinking, as you're thinking about it, it's kind of like, if you find, like for me, there's a certain spacing that I just seem to naturally do when I aura. So you can kind of go with that. It's like, well, look, we've got this big gap here, so let's fill that in so that way the spacing is kind of even. That's a way you could think about it if you like. All right. And here we'll just do a little. And voila, that is it. Except for, of course, shading, playing. Let's see. Oh, there's so many neat examples that she has. I mean, and the other tangles also. Just the whole everything. So do take a look. All right. Let's do some shading. I'm almost feeling like I want to, well, if I decide I want to extend it out, I can do that. A couple things, because I noticed she does this. I mean, you have this big orb, so why not? Let's do some shading just of the orb, and then we can, if we wish, shade the whole thing, which I think it kind of needs it. Sometimes I like to do this first, and then come back and do, like shading the entire thing. So that way it's like, it ends up naturally being a little bit darker there. Sometimes I like to do it, yes, like that, like a like a C. I like it a lot. Okay, and then we'll just do inside these rails. And that's just my order of things in my head. So if it helps, great. If you have a better way, go do that. It's great. Because it's like, I don't want the graphite remorse. But, there's, to me, it seems like there's something about, well, if I shade the way I want it, I can see it better here first, and then add this kind of like overall shading. That's where my brain goes, if that helps you. And then by adding this to what's already there, if I'm hitting some of that graphite, it just makes it a little bit darker and still visible. And no graphite remorse, if I do say so myself. You know what, though? This is really needing... Because, like, if I was doing it in, like, successive ones, and in the samples, so she has, bunches of rows of double lines, and, like, you could leave one blank and then fill another one in with this. Or do them... the same thing over and over again, up to you. But this is just calling to me to do some shading on the outside because of that rail. And that's what I would naturally do if I was using it like a fill-in. Boy, you can tell when I push too hard. Look at that. See that little that little white there that I can't seem to do anything with? I think I was just pushing a little too hard or something. Well, now I have to make that match. Neat. And it makes the rails kind of stand up above, and then this looks like it's inset. Really, really neat. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, please click the like button. If you liked it enough to see more, and I'm being very, let's see. I'm just going to go with the urge. Just to put some little white jelly roll in there. Just 'cause. So if you enjoyed it, please click the like button. If you liked it enough to see more and you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, would love to have you be a subscriber. So while you're clicking, you can click there as well. In the description section, I've already mentioned links to the step outs. I always do my own version, so you will see that there as well. I also have links to my Facebook page. So if you happen to be on there and want to follow me there for, for classes and posts, because this will be this is our daily Tangle for today. And so I will post this as soon as I'm done here. So you'll have posts like that, recaps for classes that I do when I get to doing them. And right now that's about it. So, but yeah, feel free to follow me on oh no, I'm sorry. That will be following my, well, actually I do put both of them on Facebook and on my blog, which you can sign up at my website. So, but for classes for sure, Facebook, and there's a couple other resources like Eventbrite and meetup.com. If you happen to be on either of those platforms, you can follow me there. I do a lot of my classes are free. I do have some that are paid. And come and join us. Join us for free. And then if you like it enough, then you'll see the content that we do for the paid classes. I also have a subscription model. So if you like them a whole lot and want to, it's a good deal if you know you're going to take, a lot of classes type of thing. All right. What else is there? A link to our Tangle Addicts community with the most amazing people. I always pause because it's like, what can I say about these people that are so amazing? Besides, they're just so amazing. Lots of fun, super supportive, and it's a nice, safe place to share your work. We have people that will ask, oh, please give me feedback. Please criticize me. We don't do that. People can ask, and we might help with hints, but everything is great. Whatever you do, because you're doing it, and that's fantastic, and that's Zentangle philosophy. And I love the group that has developed over the last several years. Just absolutely amazing. So come and join us there. All right. So with that, I think that's it. And if not, no worries. Thanks again for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.